Welcome back to my video on OSM data export. So today on my last video I shared with you on how to export out OSM data for carrying out several analysis on your GIS softwares. So and I make use of this site. When you go to your browser, you just type OSM export and it's going to bring out OSM export. Last time we realized that when we cover the video, this particular area that was selected is my area of interest. So I'm expected to download the OSM data for this particular area on the Canva. So what I'll simply do is I'll click on export, but unfortunately you can see what it says. It says you requested too many nodes, which means that it has exceeded the limited amount of areas I can cover. That means is either I download this particular area of interest, either I split it into two, whereby I will download maybe from this region. I will split it into two. I will just change the Canva focus area to this particular site, and after I download that, I'll come back and download the second site, whereby I'll bring this particular area down, and on my GIS software I will do what we call join. I will join the two shape files together, because I will later convert it to shapefile to avoid those stress, to make things easier and faster for us. There is a particular site we can also use to download everything at once, and we can carry out analysis. On your browser, just type OSM export. So when you type OSM export, it's going to bring out the previous site that we used earlier, and this is the current site I'm going to be making use on this particular video. It's called OpenStreetMap, or it's called Alt Export Tools. When you click on it, it's going to bring out this particular page for you. When you click on it, as a first user, you will need to sign in. So you can sign in with your mail account, your Gmail account, and immediately you sign in, you will see this interface on the screen, starting from the description to format to data and summary. So from the description, you give it the description. Maybe you want to carry out an exercise, you give the name of the file that you want to download. You name it. I can just name it as OS, that is OpenStreetMap, OSM, OpenStreetMap, you know. And under description, it's not compulsory for you to fill in the description. You can fill it if you want to. So the next thing is on format. When you click on format, we have several formats that we can download on this particular site. I'm cool with these three formats. And the next thing is the data. So now, depending on the analysis you want to carry out by downloading the OpenStreetMap, you know the analysis you want to carry out. If it's going to require you to work on buildings, and these are the few information you need under building. Is going to show the name, building, type of house numbers, and all those basic information that might be relevant for your analysis. So you just click on the box here: building, commercial, communication, education. Maybe you want to do a map update of particular places, you know, all those things that you need to carry out analysis on. Government, financial, land use, land cover, and like transportation, water bodies, and like. So and lastly is the summary. So on this summary now, it's going to bring out the information that you already provided, which is the name, the description, the file export file format, and like. So when you are done with that, you now come to this imagery here, where you get the image of the area you want to work on. So you click on this search, type in the area of interest. Maybe for instance now I want to work on Lagos State, or I want to work on this particular area that I am currently now. So on this area now, we have several tools under the tools drop down menu. We have box, we have draw, we have this view and import. So for starting with box, when you click on box, it means that you want to select the project areas. This is the using box, but I don't want to use box. If I don't want to use box, I can decide to use draw. So what this draw has is that you can decide to draw your area of interest any shape that you want it to be. If you don't want it to be on a box pattern, you can decide to draw it on how you want it to be to cover. So also we have this view. This view simply means that the total view of your Canva, that is the total view of this particular Canva now, is what it is going to cover. And lastly we have import. So on import, there are files that is supported that you can import into the site. So the file is This is the file here, is GeoJSON, and when you are done selecting the area of interest you want to do, the next thing you do is you click on create export. So let me quickly select a small area. Let me select a small area so that I can show you what I'm saying. Now after clicking on create export, now you can see these are the file formats here. You can see the 3 file formats, and right here you have the description, the areas. Each of these file formats here has a link. So when you bring your cursor to it, you click on it, it's going to download automatically, and you come to the next one, you do same thing. Likewise the third one, you do same thing, and with this you are good to go on downloading a OpenStreetMap data for your analysis. If you found this video helpful, ensure you subscribe to my channel. See you on my next video.